Hello there, everybody. It's here again, still continuing talking about transformation. How do we move from one state to another? How do we move from one situation that's unhealthy for us to another? And I'm talking to, as usual, to practitioners and anyone else who's interested in this great topic of how do we get from A to B? How do we make a step change in life that is a fundamental change so that we enter a more healthy and fulfilling life. No? So one of the aspects for the practitioner is, how do I build trust and credibility with patients, clients, such that the atmosphere that I provide has a healing quality to it, but not only that, but it actually induces change in the right direction for our clients? Now that's the question. And what I found very useful in relation to this is to understand that many of us, including our clients, have been traumatized. We develop quite a lot of anxiety about our health and well-being, and so clients who come to you are probably going to have a certain amount of anxiety. Now, if the anxiety is very high, it's very difficult for clients to take your advice because it becomes overwhelming. And if the anxiety is too low, well then people probably wouldn't come to you anyway because there's no motivation in that regard. So really what we want to do is to bring our clients to a reasonable level. So if the anxiety is very high, to bring it down so that they can listen and consider options. And how does a practitioner do this? Well, there's a few very simple things that I found that help, okay? The first thing is structure. If the practitioner can provide a predictable structure during the healing session where the client feels safe and has predictability, so the client knows what's going to happen during the session. So it is useful to say to the client, well, here is how we will be operating today. And so what I would say is, I'm first of all going to speak with you for about 10-15 minutes. And on the basis of that, I'm going to conduct a treatment. At the end of the treatment, then I will feed you back what I found and what suggestions I'm making for going forward. Now that sounds very simple, I know, but it is in a sense giving people a sense that you know what you're doing and you have your structure, okay? The second thing is in relation to trust, and that is, how do you develop trust with somebody that you've just met or that you don't know very well? Well, one of the key aspects of this is to do with control and influence. When a person feels that they have some control and influence over their situation, they're more inclined to trust. If as practitioners, we take over and are an authoritative figure, if you like, completely in the treatment, and of course there are many health practitioners who do this and they can be quite successful. But in order to build trust in cooperation in the field of multidimensional medicine and in complementary medicine, it is necessary to engage the client in their own treatment, in their own journey back to health, not to take over that. So when a client feels, yes, I do have influence, yes, I do have control, yes, my opinions are listened to, yes, my experiences of my illness are listened to and not dismissed, this gives the client a feeling of security, and at least under those circumstances, they may be willing to hand over control to you on some aspects of their treatment, and perhaps a lot of aspects. But nevertheless, we always remember that this is a cooperative healer to client relationship, and that when the client feels they have control, then they're more likely to trust. Okay, so these are just a few ideas on this question. I hope to continue this series in relation to how do we bring about transformation in our clients and in ourselves also. Why not? Thank you for listening. God bless for now.